coming to 10 to go. Stuart Friesen on the inside has never won a Truck Series race. It's been more than a year for Matt Crafton, and they are fighting at the front. Crafton to the lead, Briscoe in second, and Friesen now diving to the bottom.
Bobby Pierce around the outside, gets around John Hunter Nemechek. I love how this is a half-mile dirt track, Vince, but the finishes always remind me of Talladega. 3, 4 wide, a pack of trucks just snarling at the front to try to get to victory lane.
Matt Crafton has been working on his dirt track racing. Went out, bought a modified, has been running more on the dirt, and it is paying off as he is out front with 8 to go here at Eldora.
How bad did he want to run good here at Eldora, Vince? He went out and bought a late model. He bought a dirt modified car to go race on the off weekends so he would be better prepared to race here at Eldora. He loved running the bottom, but he couldn't figure out the top. He got a dirt modified, figured out how to run all over the racetrack, and it's paying off. And
he is starting to gap second place Chase Briscoe, and third place Stuart Friesen.
And it appears to me they had done their homework before they came here, because they obviously had a plan. And you saw that when we interviewed him earlier in the day. He was like, he didn't want to talk about it much. He was pretty tight-lipped about it. And now you're seeing all of that come out to a really fast race truck. And I think we saw that in the qualifying races as well.
Great battle for second between Briscoe and Friesen.
Friesen had his groove go away a little bit. He started to slip and slide there, but I think it's coming back now. He's going to be able to get around Briscoe. Almost. Oh, he squeezes him.
5 to go here at Eldora. Remember, 2 of the 4 races we've had here at Eldora have gone overtime. So try to get every position you can. You don't know if we get a yellow here in the final laps that are going to force some extra laps, and you want to be in position to make a move and potentially win, just like Briscoe trying the crossover there on Friesen.
That was a beautiful crossover, Vince. Crafton's loving what he's seeing in his mirror, isn't he? These guys battling side by side, pulling the crossover on each other. He's just focused on what's out his front windshield. He was running around in third gear, shifting yesterday, doing things I didn't see any of the other competition doing, and he's making it pay off today.
When we talked about potential winners throughout the course of the day, Matt Crafton's name wasn't mentioned. Sure, he's been running better. He's been working extra on the dirt to try to get better, but never really saw him as a driver that was going to come out here and win this race. And now with a couple of laps to go, he's threatening to do it. 2 to go for Matt Crafton. It's been more than a year. Who would have thought that the drought would end on the dirt at Eldora, and he's getting close to doing it.
He's just hoping everybody keeps it straight for another half a lap. He can get this white flag and put this one in his rearview mirror.
It's amazing what happens when you put a champion's back up against the wall and you watch him come out and make a performance like this.
You got that right. This is a special team. He and Crew Chief Junior Joyner have a great relationship, and they're making it happen.
It's the final lap at Eldora, and while they battle for second and third behind him, no one is going to challenge Matt Crafton. The winless streak is over. It's been 27 races, and tonight he will go to victory lane, winning at the Big E.
Good work. Really good work. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
A big sigh of relief in that 88 camp as Matt Crafton wins for the first time in more than a year, his 14th career win in the Truck Series. Different winner in 5 races for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series at Eldora, and a big sigh of relief in that 88 cam.
That's awesome. Most important thing to him right now, Kevin, that is he has won at Eldora. He's going to get the golden shovel but then it's going to sink in. We're getting ready to go race for a championship again. And these boys, this team, Junior Joyner, Matt Crafton, they know how to go championship racing.
Well, I've been there with my team, and you know, you get your back put up against the wall, and you have to start looking at the details and doing things and really concentrating on what you do yourself. It really brings out special moments, and I think that Matt Crafton and his team would categorize this as a special moment. To win at something that they felt like they needed to work on a lot and get to victory lane is a heck of an accomplishment.
Makes it maybe even more special considering the struggles and some of the frustrations that they've had.
Oh, I think the wait is definitely worth it when you win at a place you don't think you're supposed to win.
He did it. Matt Crafton wins at Eldora. The 7th different winner this season. Matt Crafton gets his first. A triumphant performance at Eldora. His first win in more than a year, and you better believe the ThorSport team is enjoying the fireworks tonight. Well, it was a heck of a night for Christopher Bell. They gave it a run. Good effort. He's with Kenny.
Christopher, last week for the Kings Royal, you came from 20th to 2nd. The fans were on their feet. You put on one hell of a show, buddy. What happened in the end?
Oh, well, first off, I got to say I ruined it for my guys, man. They gave me a great Tundra. I really felt like we had the truck to win there, but unfortunately I made a mistake early on that cost us. My guys worked really hard to get us going again, and then we got going really good, and the truck seemed like it was driving good enough. Like we had a lot of speed in it. Yeah, just miscalculated there on the spin. The lap before, I had a lot of grip up in the cushion, and it held me really good. So I tried to, try to make speed up there, and was just a little bit too low in the slick and spun out. But the flat tire really killed us. That just kind of wrote us off.
Buddy, it'll be all right, man. You won the Chili Bowl. You run second in the Kings Royal. Chris?
Well, Stuart Friesen led 87 laps tonight. And Stuart, we talked yesterday. You said you didn't feel like you had outright speed, but you had good long-run speed. Did you need something more than an 11-lap dash at the end?
Yeah. Halmar team was good. Our Chevy was great. We had a good long-run truck, and those guys just burping it there in third gear kind of snookered us on that restart. And oh man, it stinks. We didn't come to run second. That's for damn sure. And but I'm proud of these guys, and it's cool. They knew we were here, and just didn't play out. Congrats to Matt, and he's been doing his homework, running the dirt stuff, and racing there with Briscoe was pretty cool. So nothing to really hang our heads about, but still lost.
Thanks, Stuart. Hermie.
Matt Crafton climbing out of this Toyota in victory lane at Eldora. Matt, a lot of emotion for this victory, and you've won a lot of big races, won championships. Where does this win stack up for you?
My first dirt win. A lot of fun. In the second part of that race, we darn right just stunk. It was my fault. We over-tightened it on the first run. We were pretty good, and I thought we were a little bit too free. We tightened it up, and then we just went back to exactly where we started the race. And Rico and them guys drove by me up top, and I'm like, Crafton, you got to put this thing on the fence down there. And I knew I was getting beat down there, and I found some in the middle over here in 1 and 2. And finally, at the end, I'm like, well, we're going to tear the right side off this thing or take it to victory lane.
It's been documented that you have done a lot more dirt racing into last year. Got in business, got a car, you and your dad having a ball, but how much did that help you coming down the stretch, knowing how to make that move to pass the 52?
Oh, yeah, it helped a lot. Just learning what the track does and seeing what spots on the racetrack. In the years past, I didn't know what I was looking at, to be totally honest. And just kept studying and had a lot of great people here. Nick Hoffman came here and helped me during the test, and they're telling me go down here in the dirt and spin the tires. I'm like, why? But I started doing it, and this thing was just a rocket ship, this one, our Toyota Tundra.
And what about this winless streak we've been talking about?
You can go, but where the sun don't shine.
That's Matt Crafton. He's in victory lane at Eldora.
That golden shovel may come in handy for that, right? There you go. Well done. Well, our playoff standings look like this. We've got another one in yellow, and that's Matt Crafton, who's added his name to the winners list. With Christopher Bell, John Hunter Nemechek, Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, and Kaz Grala. It is tight. Remember, 8 make the playoffs. And how about down there around 8, 9, and 10 as we move forward? It's a pretty tight race for that final playoff spot.
And Kevin, how much of a relief is it knowing not only you won tonight, but they know now they are in the playoffs. They're going to go race for a champion.
Well, a team like that races for a championship and wins championships year after year, to be on that bubble puts a lot of pressure on the race team, not only from yourselves, but from the sponsors and the media and everybody around you. So it's definitely a pressure relief, and I can promise you right now, they're going to go back and they're going to say, I told you we'd finally figure it out. And it makes things a lot smoother right up until the playoffs start again, and then that pressure ramps back up.
What a terrific effort tonight from a couple of guys that are going to walk away feeling like they didn't get anything out of it. Guys like Friesen and Briscoe, Infiger, John Hunter Nemechek in the top 5. Bobby Pierce came